So people, Mike here, and this is Metro 2033 Redux survival mode walkthrough. This is Chapter 2 Bourbon, and we're in the Dead City. So you want to run around this area. Make sure you pick up that key in this room, because when you go upstairs, the safe boxes in this hidden room towards the back. You also want to be careful. There's that tripwire, and then when you're going to the room, there's another one. One of the other things that in Dead City, there's an achievement for finding all the ammo caches, and I'm going to show you basically all the locations I went to that got me the achievement. It's kind of weird because the actual achievement, when it unlocked for me, it actually unlocked at the beginning of Chapter 3, when you have Bourbon's backpack, and you can take the ammo from his bag and take his AK-47. For some reason it unlocked there, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to unlock at that point, or if it was just for my playthrough of it. It decided to give it to me at that point. So I haven't really looked into other people that have unlocked that achievement, if that's where it just automatically unlocks at, or if some people have unlocked it while in Dead City. But when you come outside here, kind of hide behind this pillar until Bourbon talks about the demons and how he calls them bitches. And the game wants you to go to the car that Bourbon goes to, but you really don't need to. You can just progress to where you actually have to go. So just leave him to his own location and come through here. Make sure you jump into this room and get the key that's in here. This is also a good place to get the Radiated Man achievement, I think is what it's called, for sitting in a radiation hotspot for a minute. You can basically just sit in there and use your med kit every time you're getting close to dying to extend the time. And then when you get into this area, the safe is in this kind of back room here. And I kind of realized it in the last video, when you're at the end, when you're fighting with Bourbon to survive until you get into that metro station. You're actually battling the Watchmen, not the Nasalis. The Nasalis are in this level. I forgot that one of the things that they did in Last Light is that they added in a new creature that they added into this game. The Nasalis are basically, they look like the Watchmen, but they have black fur on them, and they have slightly different faces. But having played Metro 2033 so many times, of it only just being the Nasalis, I'm just used to calling all of them that. So and then make sure you drop through this elevator shaft, because this is one of the, I believe this is one of the ammo caches that gets you the achievement for finding all of them, but I may be wrong on that. I'm not 100% positive. but it does give you an enlightened point, so you might as well get it. And then this area gets a little dicey because I end up getting like 3 additional Nasalis after me. Actually, it's a mix of Nasalis and Watchmen now that I'm paying attention to it. And that dude like glitched out there. Yeah. Yeah, this area, it's kind of like a mix of Nasalis and Watchmen, and I'm also working towards the achievement for getting 100 kills with a pistol. I actually ended up getting it towards the end of the game, and so when you come out here, this is when I really demonstrate how you can basically get a headshot on these Nasalis or even the Watchmen, and it's instant death for them. And I had this, you'll see this where like that one went flying, and then the other one was kind of like glitching into the floor kind of, and then he was like floating on top of nothing. It was kind of weird. It was one of those moments of the game being kind of weird at times. And then coming up here, this is another one of the changes that they made. In the original game, this door is open, but you get jumped by Nasali. But what you can do is just stand by the car that was back there, and you can just shoot at the Nasali and kill it. So you avoid the quick time event. But what they did with this is that they made it so that you still have a quick time event essentially, but it's somewhat different, and you're not getting like attacked, so you're not taking damage like you would normally be doing. And then make sure you come behind these boxes for that ammo cache. And I believe the filters are in here. I believe that this counts towards, or the ammo that's there, that counts towards I think it's called the Ranger achievement, I think is what they called it in this game. I can't completely remember. I'm actually gonna look that up now. Yeah, Ranger. So, and then just let that Nasali go on its way. I believe if you kill it, I want to say 2 more will come out of nowhere to attack you, but I could be wrong on that. I don't remember. And then I believe that there's stuff to pick up, but the game wasn't letting me pick it up, and it wasn't giving me an indicator that I was full of whatever it was that was there. So and then you want to make sure you come into this back room because there's an ammo cache, but it also gives you an enlightened point. So definitely want to do that. Oh yeah, one other thing, I've completely forgot to mention this. Between survival mode and Spartan mode, in Spartan mode you have 30 minutes of air for your filters, but in survival mode it's only 20 minutes. It's only a 10-minute difference, but depending on how much exploring you're doing in some areas, it can actually be pretty big difference. Now where I went running, there's usually like, I want to say there's at least like 10 Nasali and Watchmen probably. But if you run all the way to here, they really don't follow you. You may get one that will randomly somehow make its way over to where you are, but for the most part, you really don't need to worry about them. Now when you come up to this demon, if you equipped a spike grenade and throw it at the demon, it'll instantly kill the demon, and you're halfway through the achievement for killing 2 demons. There's one later on when you go back up to the surface. I think it's the second time you go up to you go up from the metros. But the problem with that one is that when you kill it, you alert a bunch of guys to your location. But at chapter 7, Miller gets attacked by a demon, and you basically have to kill that demon to progress the story. So if you kill this first one like I did, and then when you kill, yeah, this is the Watchman that somehow got his way to my location. But if you kill the demon like I did here, and then you kill the second one in chapter 7, you'll very easily get the I think it's called Inquisitor. I think is what the achievement is called. But then make sure you come into this area, play that tape recorder for an enlightened point, and there's a bunch of ammo on that table you can pick up. And then I like how in the distance you can hear Bourbon shooting at some of the mutants while he's waiting for you. And usually there's a tripwire there, but that Watchman that attacked me, he somehow got into that doorway and set off the explosion, but somehow it didn't kill him, so I don't know, it was weird. And then it's funny, like I'm listening to this now with my headphones on. When I was playing the game, I had the audio down without a headset on, so I didn't realize how loud the radiation indicator is going off right now for this area. But it's not strong enough where it's like doing damage to me, so I guess that's why I just didn't notice. But right now with my headphones on, I can just hear the radiation detector just going nuts right now. But I guess it's just enough where it's not like doing damage to me, but it's enough where it's setting it off. That's one of the stashes for, I believe that counts towards the Ranger achievement. I'm not completely sure, since, like I said, I just had most of the locations remembered from the original game, so some of these I go to may not be necessary for the achievement. I'm not sure. But at this point you meet back up with Bourbon. His turnaround being stalled by you is kind of funny because I was nowhere near him when he did that animation, so. But when you come up into this area, there's a key on a body down the stairs to my left that I eventually go to. And then if you go into the building that's in front of where that body is, you want to be careful because there's a tripwire with a gas tank, and I accidentally shot that thing since I forgot that you can't aim with that shotgun. But there's a tripwire like just past these tires, and the safe is over in this room. I think there's I want to say that there's also a journal in this room, but I could be wrong on that. Just through natural playing the game, I ended up finding most of the journals without a guide. But for the most part, you know, I didn't feel the need to show the location of the journal since I just didn't see the point of doing it. So this area, this is where I use the pistol and try and get as many headshots on these Watchmen and the Sullies as I can. You're pretty much playing the waiting game for this area because you're waiting for the demon to bust down the gate. As soon as you see the demon, try and get close to it, but not too close where it damages you too much. And as soon as you run forward towards the vent you need to go to, the game just triggers a cinematic. And we'll be moving on to Chapter 3, Con.